Alright, I'm going to take you around our dock area here and show you some of the things I've done here. Still definitely a work in progress. The first thing I'll show you is we have a cardboard baler here, which hardly anyone knows how to use, so they're always asking me to use it. I got tired of doing that. So, one time, when we're actually changing the bale, I took pictures, made an instruction book of how to do this, which is kind of long, but made a short version here on this page, which is the page I keep open, so that when people are, close that up, when people are here, they can just consult the book instead of calling me and making me come down from wherever I am to take the bale out. Keep the pallet jack right here next to it. You'll see the pallet jack is marked with some GPS tape, yellow for this building. You can see these carts here on the handles. They're also marked with yellow, so we know these carts belong to this building. Down here, one of my big projects is we have this lamp shelf where we keep our dead lamps. And this was a mess, just a mess. So what happens is the hazmat people come down here and they pick up our lamps when this gets filled, but they never know when it's filled, and we never know when it's filled because there's just all these boxes with half filled with lamps and nobody knows what's what. So I organize the lamps by different kinds of lamps, different boxes. We used to only get this one white box, it's a 4-foot box. I got the supervisor to get us these 2-foot boxes, one that opens on the end, like so, and one that opens on top. And we use the ones that open on top for the smaller lamps, and then for a longer 2-foot lamps, they go in here. And it's a very simple system. Up top, we have empty boxes. Down here, we have boxes that are being filled, and this shelf here that is not filled with anything right now is where a box goes when it is filled up. When this thing gets filled up, you just tape it shut, put it down here. When they come to pick up, all they have to do, come to the shelf, pick up what's there, and go. They don't have to struggle with anything. They don't have to figure out what's what. They don't have to tape up anything. Instructions right here, nice big sign. Just follow the arrow. Empty box, fill the box, full box. Real simple. They still haven't quite got it yet. They came in here the other day, and still, even though I have 3 boxes down here that were filled up, they could have just taken that and gone, but they went through every box that we have here and tried to figure out what was what, because the people who picked this up, they don't know it's easy now, and I have no way to communicate with them because I'm just a little person, and I don't have access to those people. So they didn't know they did all this extra work they didn't have to do. All the work was done for them. All they had to do was pick it up. Label the tape and the stickers that we need, and just have a little breadcrumb here for refilling the tape. The stickers are refilled by the hazmat people, so we don't have to worry about that. And up here, again, this area was just hanging with all kinds of things. I went through this one day, threw out a lot of stuff, kept the things that we need, and marked it with tape so we know it belongs to this building. You can still see people still like to do things the hard way, so I put this hook up here for the dust mop, put some tape on the end of the dust mop so it'll actually hold it. And people still want to hang it upside down and get all the dust on themselves. They still make it hard on themselves. It's just like, it's instinct. It's like, this is too easy, it must be harder. I'm going to figure out how to do this harder. But they'll learn eventually. So another problem we had is people didn't know where things were, so I was making a map already. As you can see out here, the floors were marked years ago, the paint's coming off, can't tell where everything is, and back there you'll see that there's a sign for a bookstore. This bookstore hasn't existed for about 20 years, and yet the sign is still up there. So I was redrawing a map of the dock to show how we should mark it off, when I realized people don't know where anything is, where anything's supposed to go, so I just made a map out of it and pointed out where everything is and put it here. He even put a "You are here" thing here. Now over here, this door in the corner, this is the dining services door. They have a lot of turnover, so people there really don't know where things are. They're always putting things in the wrong place. So I put a map there, also with a "You are here." There it is. "You are here," so they can see where they are. And basically anywhere where somebody's going to come in, if they're going to come in on the dock, they're going to come up these stairs. So there's a sign there. Or come back here, you have to excuse the sound of the heater. You see dock doors here that are the most used. So I make sure when people come in this way, there's a sign there. This one also shows you, "You are here." Here's where everything goes. Really simple. Another issue we had, noise, we have these recycle bins for our paper and cans. I got frustrated because I would dump paper or cans, I guess, and there would be trash in there, and I could just, usually something like a paper cup or a plastic cup, and I just want to throw it away, but there was no trash can here. So this spray barrel, I just put this here, but for some reason, for about 7 or 8 years, there was never a trash can here. No one ever thought in all that time to put a trash can right here next to the recycle bins. The nearest trash can is way down there on the lower dock, or way, way over there. No one put one here until I put this here. Who knows why? Later on, we were told we can recycle plastic bags. So when people bring their recycling here, they'll bring it in a plastic bag sometimes. You see the paper is loose. People bring in a plastic bag, they'll just dump it out, and then you have this plastic bag, and we can recycle those. So I got this barrel, made these signs, put them on there, made a sign up there. Now my problem here is people still put trash in there. So you have people coming here from the dock, and they'll come in and they just see that, and you look at it from this angle, that's a trash can. So they just throw the trash in there, and you'll see stuff like this, the wrapping from the pallets, they just throw in there, or pieces of wood. I have to pick it out and put it in the trash can. So what I did, we've got some lids like this for our Rubbermaid barrels. It has this thing in the middle. So I got one of these, I took this thing out in the middle. See it right here. Printed this out, and it's signed so you know what it is. Put that right on top, and now you know that's for plastic. It's recycling, it's not a trash can. What trash? It's right here. It's very easy. Over here we have our microfiber barrels, where we put a microfiber when we need to have it cleaned. And right here I've got just a simple wastebasket where we can keep the bags that we refill these when these get empty. For some reason we set this up and there was no place to put the bags, so the bags were just hanging draped over the sides or wherever, or they would end up down at the bottom of the barrels and they're very hard to get. So we found just a simple trash can, poked a hole in it, and that is a piano wire that was thrown out because there's a music school part of the campus. So we just took a piano wire, poked it in there, hung that up, and found a coat hanger, made a hook out of that so we could put our grabber there. So our grabbers are right there where you need them, when you need them, so you can put the towels in the bins without touching them. Real simple, didn't cost a thing.